have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35. Right off the bat, a chunk play into enemy territory.
And I don't care how you plan for it. I don't care what you see on tape where you think you can get that type of a play. That's still a great rush and a little bit of a surprise to break off a run like that this early in the game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 43-yard line.
What? 280. Check 53. I got you. Pop.
They go read option with Wilson. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Check. Check 53. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. 4 down. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A lot more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now Howard stripped. He lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he cuts it out right sideline. Some space here. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. A gain of 12.
We're scoreless after 1. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. Room here to run. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A gain there of 21 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
36 power.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Why? Get wide. Say.
On 2nd down now, it's Howard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Watch the whip. Kill.
On 1st down, Howard. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks 49-yard line.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 49 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Tyler Lockett, the 30. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. On the delay, here's Carson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Seahawks. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns third and goal into a touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Out, 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 out. Check the backer, check the backer. Check 3, check. Here we go. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Now Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On second and 12, Wentz, screen pass to Sproles. And he'll lose yardage, brought down at the 32. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Let's bring it.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
74.
Now a play fake here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Wait, 53, Mike, 14.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Go. Roy. 53 to Mike. 53.
They run again with Carson. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
9-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he's got Lockett.
Wilson's pass.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. On first down, Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The tight end, Ed Dixon, was the target. That'll bring up second down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, orbit.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Hey, high 7.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On play action, Wentz trying to lay one up deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They run it with Carson, and he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
What? Who let in? 53 is the mark.
You must be dreaming.
That's so what? That's so what?
Guys, listen.
That's so what? That's so what? That's so what?
Gun. He's mine. Check. 53's mine. Hey, 0.
Hey, watch the slant. Let's go.
Good, guys. 4 down.
Number 53, Mike 53. I got you.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Underneath to his tight end, Wilson. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On first down, it's Carson. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Switch gears.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 36-yard line.
Mike 53, Mike.
From the 36, Wilson completes it to Dixon.
Wilson's pass.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards.
You got it.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Ram.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's going to take another shot here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
40.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. The Seahawks on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Alert.
53, come on. 53, check 53. Ready?
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Bravo!
They go play action here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, Wilson.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
6 guys. Just 6 guys.
First down.
Alert.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Wilson now off the bootleg. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett, and it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.